Hello, welcome to my channel, Bow and Arrow Tarot. Today we're going to get right into the February love outlook for the sign of Libra. All right, my regulars, hello, you know me. I usually use the Romance Angel deck, but I'm giving that deck a break, and I am now using the Island Time Wellness Love Oracle deck, which I found on Etsy. It is linked in the description, and I absolutely adore this simple little love oracle deck. It is simple, but yet the messages are actually much more complex in a lot of ways. There's a lot more sort of diversity. And I just love them. I just love I love the little images, and I love it that this is a creator deck. So, small business, an artist has created this and has a small business with this. So I love that, and I love supporting that. So let's go ahead and pull out your 2 oracle cards for this February period. Now, this reading is a general love outlook, Libra, but it is an outlook for you and another person. Whoever that person is for you, whoever your significant other is, or the person that you have your eye on if you're not together, that's the nature of this reading. So we'll be pulling cards for you and for your person. All right. And of course, this is just a general outlook for February, and it may not resonate for you in your situation, and that's fine too. Just take what applies to you. If it doesn't apply, then it's not for you. All right, abundance. Keep a positive mindset, right? You're manifesting exactly what you want right now. There's a lot of gratitude, a lot of happiness in the air. And you have a date. Wow, meeting someone new, dating, getting back out there, planning a date. So this is quite nice, right? Now, since this is not a reading for a single, and so it's not just like a general outlook like that, it's interesting. Could this be a date with someone that has been on your mind for quite some time, Libra? Someone you've been wanting to get next to? All right, let's see. Okay. Let's just see. We're going to pull out your animal spirits as well. Let's see what additional animal spirits may be with you this week, what additional energies you may be tapping into or your person is tapping into. Now, this is one of the decks I've given away on my channel, the Animal Spirit Oracle deck, and I am currently conducting a GoFundMe page, or initiative you will call it, to raise money for a massive 22 deck tarot and oracle deck unboxing, review, and giveaway. I'd like to purchase these 22 decks that I have listed. It is in the GoFundMe page. You can follow the link that's on your screen. You can see all of the decks there. That I have decided that I'd like to get. Some of them are popular. Some of them you may not have heard of. They're all very, very beautiful. All have something really special to give. And I'd like to get these 22 decks and start to give them away starting February to my subscribers. And rather than just giving one deck away for that month, I'm hoping, with the help of you all donating to my GoFundMe page, to be able to have multiple decks to give away. My aim is to give away at least minimum of 2 decks a month, and if possible, if the donations have come in and I've been able to purchase them, to give away 4 decks a month for the next 6 months. All right, guys, so quite nice. Really hoping to get more people out there, more decks, so they can enjoy getting into tarot for themselves. All right, guys. Let's get right into it. We have Bat Spirit, a rebirth, and then we have Cat Spirit, claiming your independence. Wow. Okay, so interesting. It really does feel like this is for a Libra that is single, or perhaps has gotten over has recently been single, or recently gotten out of a relationship, maybe in the last year or two, and you're sort of getting right back into it, right? And you do perhaps have your eye on someone. We're going to pull out your cards, but right now, Bat and Cat. So Bat talks about a rebirth. The bat comes out at night before the dawn. And the bat is able to sort of see in a way, it actually, sees with echolocation, right? Bats are virtually blind. So the world that they see, or rather hear, the world sort of, the worldscape that they have in their mind is very different to the one that we see. It's the world at night, and oftentimes the bat has this ability to be able to see things that are hidden in the dark or hidden away in the recesses, that need to be sort of seen, acknowledged, and let go of, so that in the morning, when the morning comes, we are given a really sort of fresh rebirth. Nothing is lingering from the past. And so this is what bat energy is all about. It's about making sure that everything is sort of cleared out, cleansed out, everything is dealt with, so that you really have a true rebirth, a true renewal. Very, very nice new beginning, right? Very strong animal spirit, really nice. And this is why I believe it feels very much like a Libra, who's like sort of like getting over perhaps some trauma from the past and really getting ready to get into a whole new stage in your love life. Now you have also the cat spirit, and I love cats, of course, but the cat spirit is all about claiming your independence. The cat just does not care about anybody else or what they think of him or her, right? The cat is probably one of the most independent animal spirits that you can come across. They just are, self-sufficient, right? Self-aware. They know what they need at all times. They don't require the help really of anyone else. And there is a magnanimousness with cat spirit as well, in the sense that they know their spirit, their independence is theirs. They don't wait for anybody to bestow it on them. They take it. They assume it, right? It's they claim it. A lot of people, a lot of my watchers claim their readings. I love it when I see my comments like that from watchers saying, I claim this reading, because that's what it's all about, and here we talk about claim your independence, because nobody's going to give it to you, right? You have to claim it. You have to be intentional about it. You have to accept it, claim it, understand that it is yours, and really feel it, and this is the nature of really living free, living independently, and having that strength. And right now, this is what you are all about, Libra, right? And like I say, again, those animal spirits feel very indicative of a Libra that has sort of come away from a period of life that perhaps you weren't so free, perhaps you were hampered with a lot of baggage from a previous relationship, or maybe the relationship itself was very possessive and sort of domineering, the person that you were dealing with, right? So let's get right into your spread, my lovely Libras, to see what you may or may not be going through this February period, you and your other person. Does feel like this person coming in for you is going to be very, very new. Or even, we'll see. What's this? Cards come right. Out. We have Queen of Pentacles, Three of Swords. This is how you see yourself, and this is how your person sees themselves. You see them as a King of Wands, and they see you as a Six of Wands. Wow. And you see the relationship as an Ace of Cups, and they see it as an Ace of Swords. So, very interesting. Yes, indeed, it does feel like this is certainly a new relationship. We have two aces coming in, right? So how you see the relationship as an ace and how they see the relationship as an ace. So it's a very nice combination. Then you have two wands cards for each other, which again is a beautiful combination. Let's get right into it, Libra, and see what this is all about. This is how you're resonating, right? So this month, this February period in love, you're resonating with Queen of Pentacles, and your person is resonating with Three of Swords. Now, this is very interesting because Queen of Pentacles, what you're resonating with is really someone or a feeling of having really put all of your energy into your career, right? Your desire, your goals for yourself and your life. I want to say that, yes, abundance is here because right now you are abundant in a lot of ways, but you've worked very hard for it, Libra, right? Now, there is a feeling of being on your own. That Queen of Pentacles, she's not with the king. She's in the garden by herself. Of course, all the queens are by themselves on the card, but, the queens are not necessarily interpreted in terms of being sort of the consort. They are the queen, right? And so the Queen of Pentacles can absolutely be somebody on their own, right? Somebody who's just always put their heart into their work. And I do feel to a certain degree, Libra, like you have probably been quite on your own for a while, or quite independent for a while. You may have been dating, but you certainly haven't been committed to anyone. And this thing is new. This is very, very new coming into you. So it's interesting, even though I say this reading, my February love outlooks are for a Libra, or for that sign who is with somebody, or who at least knows who that they're interested in, or what have you. I wonder if this person may be somebody that you were interested in some time ago, but you may have forgotten about them. They may have sort of disappeared from your radar, because other than that, they are very, very new for you, and they're coming in. It isn't like you've been with this person necessarily before, right? So this is quite interesting, and I think it's going to maybe come out of nowhere in a lot of ways. It'll catch you by surprise. They are resonating with Three of Swords, which indicates that I feel like they're coming out of a heartbreak. But I don't think the heartbreak is associated with you, Libra. I think this is just what they're resonating with. They're resonating with Three of Swords energy in the sense that I think they're coming out of a period of time where they've been hurt, or they may have just broken up with somebody just a while back. They're still kind of smarting, right? They're still kind of hurting. They're still feeling very, very distrustful of people. They're still feeling very, very sort of hurt as far as their ego and their heart. And they are thinking a lot and resonating with a lot of this. They see themselves as a wounded animal in February. They absolutely realize this, because these are the cards that represent how you see yourself. So they see themselves as being sort of wounded and hurt, I want to say. Nevertheless, it's interesting, because now how do you see each other, right? So you see them as a King of Wands, and they see you as a Six of Wands. Well, they see you as a victory. They see you doing really well. They see you having a lot of victory coming in. Again, it could be, could be someone from your past, from a long time ago, and you almost may not even quite have remembered each other that well, right? Or if you do, it was so vague. Nevertheless, they see you as having a victory, because I think if they did know you in the past, they may have seen that, a long time ago you weren't doing so well. You were maybe just at the beginning of your career, just starting out or whatever, or going through maybe a rough patch. Nevertheless, to them, you represent a victory, and I think that comes in. Six of Wands is just the way you carry yourself as well, right? Oftentimes it can indicate an actual event where you are victorious, you are the winner, you're getting a lot of attention. But in this case, this is how your person sees you, and I think they just overall are reading this energy off of you, of how well you're doing, how abundant you are. You just sort of personify victory to them. They represent, to you, they sort of resonate as a King of Wands. And this is interesting also, because to you, you're quite inspired by them. King of Wands is a very sort of, magnetic personality. This is somebody who's definitely domineering. This is somebody definitely who's going to catch your eye. King of Wands is very, very attractive, very charming. He can be arrogant, right? He's definitely carries himself with a certain sense of fire and regality, right? He's the leader of men because he very much sets the tone, right? He leads by example. He's the bar, he sets the bar. Very unique. But in any case, the King of Wands is somebody who's very sort of domineering, who generally is the type of person you can tell has a vision for their lives. Is very passionate about everything that they do. And for you to see them as a King of Wands, certainly it's an energy that you're looking up to a certain degree. It's very intriguing. He certainly is imposing, right? He definitely is making an impact on you, because he's coming off as a king. And to you, you're making an impact to him too, because, and I'm not only saying him, my readings are not gender specific, but I'm saying that your person is definitely, you're making an impact on them as well, because they see you as really having this lovely, abundant, victorious life. I think they see you as having cat energy in your life, like you are probably coming across as being very independent, Libra, because you've been very much about your coin. I wouldn't be surprised if you're like a high-powered, businesswoman, businessman, what have you, or somebody who's just very much about their career, but in a very good way, in a very passionate way, So you guys, it's like a little mutual appreciation sort of thing going on here, right? And somewhere during the course of the month of February, you guys kind of hit it off. I think by at the beginning of February, it may not even be, anything going on, but you kind of meet each other, you see each other, you formulate this sort of like energy with each other, and boom, there you have a date. One of you is going to ask the other one out on a date. I wouldn't be surprised if it's your person asking you out on a date, Libra, because you certainly see them in the dominant role as the King of Wands. Again, male or female, doesn't matter. Libra, you're seeing this person as a dominant role because the King of Wands is definitely a dominant masculine energy. And by the end of the month, the way you guys see the relationship is an Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords. Or even, throughout the month, you're right away clued into the fact that this is a new beginning for both of you. It's a new love for you, and for your person, it is also a sense of victory for them in the sense that they feel like, oh, wow, because they're coming out of a Three of Swords, right? They're coming into the month with a Three of Swords, which is really hurt. So, of course, this new love connection for them is a sense of victory. They feel like, oh man, I hit gold. This is a victory. And I think in a lot of ways, your person feels that Ace of Swords also brings with it a lot of clarity, right? And it almost feels to me like your person realizes that, had they not gone through everything here, they would have not been in the right place at the right time to meet you, and all of this wouldn't have happened. So this feels very fated to them and destined. They feel very sort of vindicated. They feel, victorious. They feel like, damn, could be almost like in their heads, it's almost like, this so-and-so really broke my heart back then. They really hurt me, yada, yada. They thought I would never get up, and now they're up with someone that they really, really love. They really dig you. Your person and you have a really nice sort of energy with each other and attraction. Let me pull out the clarity cards. It's really nice. It's really cute, Libra. And I'm going to say it is just what the doctor ordered for both of you. Honestly, I'm going to say both of you are like ready, to have this. Your person's certainly resonating with a little bit more sort of hurt energy, but you're ready too. You've been working really hard in your career, and you're ready to have like a nice love relationship with somebody, and this is certainly it. This Ace of Cups and Ace of Swords reaction is so cute. I have a real bubbly, cute feeling from it. I mean, I don't mean to make it sound like, light or whatever. It's nice. It's a relationship. It's the start of a beautiful relationship. But it's so cute in a lot of ways because it feels very much like you both are so bubbly and giggly around each other. That's the feeling I have here. Like that you both, when you're together, just a mutual sort of recognition that you found each other and that you love each other and what it means to each of you, like what it means to you, Libra, and what it means to your person. It's like you guys, when you see each other, you automatically know it. You don't even need to say it, and you're both like giggling and happy because you realize you both like got the cream, right? You both got the cake and you're eating it too. And it's really, really cute energy because you both love each other very much. This feels like a very mutually respectful love relationship. It feels really nice. It feels really, really nice. It feels like it fits like a glove, and it's so cute. And certainly the first dates you go on are going to be so much fun. It is definitely a rebirth, and you maintain your independence, but it's like that's what they love about you anyway, You guys are definitely two peas in a pod, Libra. Very nice. Sometimes I do readings because I am an intuitive, empathic reader. I'm not a psychic, and I tell you this. I always say to my watchers, I'm not a psychic. I don't claim to be a psychic. Psychics are very sort of they exist, but they're very rare, and the ones that do exist are booked out for years and centuries and very expensive. They're out there though. However, I'm an intuitive reader, an empathic reader, and sometimes I get certain spreads that come up, and the feeling that comes through from them is really nice. It's really warm, it's really nice, and this is one of them. This is one of these readings where it just, if I keep thinking about it, just really makes me giggle because you guys are very much going to enjoy each other's company. And if you're resonating with this reading, Libra, leave me a comment and let me know because you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. There's your Emperor, and there's your 10. So that's the end of struggle. There is, another 3. And the Devil, wow. So this is really cute. Another Emperor comes in. So order. Yeah, it's, Ten of Swords talks about the end of a long struggle. You're no longer the same person. This is very much bat energy. Also, rebirth is assured. Ten of Swords is a rebirth. It says ruin there, but when we talk about ruin with the Ten of Swords, we talk about the ruin of the old you. You're not the same person anymore. You've gone through so many ups and downs and difficulties, trials and tribulations, worrying, having to get back up, knocks to your ego, etc., that now that you've come to this stage, which is Ten of Swords, which is completion, it's a whole new you, and you really sort of have a whole new rebirth. And it's good to have the old ego sort of ruined, because as we go through life and as we have closure and we get on with our lives, we want our egos to slowly get smaller and smaller and to diminish. And we want our spirit, or our connection with spirit, to become bigger and stronger, right? And so Ten of Swords always marks the end of a less sort of egotistical Libra. It always marks the end of a stage. Hang on a second. Sorry about that. There's like always seems to be some kind of siren outside my house. I feel like I'm on Hill Street Blues or something. But anyway, Ten of Swords. So it's a good thing, even though the card has a very, sort of abrupt kind of feel to it, ruin, but this is a very good thing. We want ourselves and our old selves to be ruined and to make way for a rebirth and a new version of ourselves, right? You don't want to be the same sort of egotistical, immature jerk you were when you were 14 the rest of your life, right? So this is it, so throughout our lives, we want to become better. And this is what's happening with you, Libra. Absolutely the end of a period, coming into a brand new period with this Ace of Cups. Emperor comes in to bring order, right? It feels to me like, again, you see this person as a King of Wands. And I think that for you, Libra, you're probably very eccentric. I'm going to say, yes, you've been working on your business very hard. You could have just as well be an artist. But it feels to me like you do look to your person for some sort of stability, some order, right? And it's like they love this. They see you, and I think that they recognize that you may indeed be quite eccentric, quite artistic. Yes, you're very independent, all of those things, but you do require a little bit of reining in here and there, or at least your life having a little order, stability. And it feels like your person is this person is your perfect person to bring this for you. And they're resonating with even more energy. They're already, you see them as King of Wands, but they're resonating with Emperor energy for you. Now, your person has 3 of Wands and a Devil, which is really sweet in a lot of ways. I'm going to explain to you why. The 3 of Wands, of course, is the card for virtue and patience. And so here they're having a lot of patience. They are slowing down, and they're probably being forced to slow down in their lives to come and meet you. Because again, this feels like a brand new connection. You guys are only just now beginning to date. Something has happened in their lives that's probably slowed them down and forced them to sort of wait for a minute, because patience is a virtue. And sort of this is going to be a very good feeling for your person, because this slowing down that they've had to go through has allowed for you to come into their lives, or for them to come into your life. The meeting has been allowed to happen now, and it's very good. And it's a feeling of, wow, I'm so glad. They're gonna, it's very much usually a feeling of, I'm so glad that I was able to slow down to have this meeting. Oftentimes 3 of Wands indicates the need for slowing down and having patience, because whatever is coming in is part of your destiny. So it's just a reaffirmation that this meeting is very much meant to have happened, certainly for your person. And then you have the Devil here, and the Devil is interesting because the Devil really talks about the high level of creative energy that we all have, and the need to express that. And that when we are in the perfect environment and our creative sort of intentions are connected to something higher, like love, or a higher level of aesthetic or spirituality or what have you, something higher, something meaningful, then we can create beautiful things, works of art, symphonies, literature, music, what have you, inventions. It's only when our creative outlets are stifled that we can kind of descend into addiction and sort of codependency. But in the thought deck, the Devil card coming out always indicates sort of an increase of creative sort of energy, certainly passion, an increase in passion, an increase of wanting to be creative because you've met someone as well. The passion that you have with somebody else that you've met is really inspiring you. It's making you want to sort of transcend, you know. And so here, whenever I do pull the Devil card from the Thoth deck, it really speaks a lot more. You know, the traditional deck, when I pull the Devil, it's a lot more about the codependent side, right? But when I pull the Devil from the Thoth deck, it's really reminding me, or reminding us in the reading, that there's a huge potential here for a high level of creativity, working together with each other. There's a possibility for children in the future, which is, of course, the highest level of creativity. But there is a sense of, because the Devil is a card for Capricorn as well, and the Capricorns manifest things, they accomplish things. So this is like, here we're talking about this essence of energy that your person is having with you, that together you guys are so creative and you work so well off of each other that you're going to, together, you're going to be able to create so many things. You're going to be able to manifest so much abundance in the here and now. You know, you're going to accomplish your goals that you have, your material goals, because you work so well together and because creatively you guys sort of increase each other's abilities. And this is a lot to do with this Devil energy that's coming in. Very nice reading, guys. I mean, what can I say? It's really nice love connection for you and someone, Libra, who's coming into your life this month. And I do feel like this is perhaps someone that has been in your life before, you know, that you know each other. You may know each other from a very, very long time ago. I don't think that you necessarily had your eye on each other until February, but certainly February, this happens that fast. It's a very fast sort of coming together. It's a very fast union. I apologize for my camera doing all of this like weird light stuff. I see that now and I have no idea why it's doing that. But in any case, I hope that it is not spoiling the reading too much. But for right now, I'm just going to leave it at that, Libra. Don't forget to check out my GoFundMe page. If you enjoyed this reading, please go ahead, like, subscribe, and share. Don't forget to leave me a comment if you're going through this. Check out your other readings. And don't forget to hit that bell notification. I don't know if I told you guys, yes, the GoFundMe page, but I am starting with the weeklies. I'll be putting out the weeklies tomorrow, and I'm going to officially notify everybody. But I will be giving this deck away in February for Valentine's Day. So I'm going to tell you guys all more about that at the beginning of the weekly readings, which are now coming out Tuesday mornings and Wednesday mornings. So in any case, a lot of changes, but all good. More material, more videos, more consistency, more decks to give away. I love you guys so much, Libra. Have a wonderful, wonderful February. I'll see you in March for your love outlook. Bye-bye now.